everyone. Welcome to Louisiana Focus on AOC Community Media. I'm Megan Meadis. On our first show, we'll look at the sweet smell and taste of what might be your new favorite brew. We'll also show you how the Ragin Cajun basketball team faces a challenge every time they warm up in the Cajun Dome, and it's not the rival team they're facing. We'll show you what it is. For Louisiana college students, it feels like another broken promise from Baton Rouge, and they are not happy about it. We'll show you why. These stories coming up next on Louisiana Focus. The state of Louisiana has started shrinking its scholarship program and closing doors on some important student funding. Here's our report. Thousands of Louisiana students receive the state-funded TOP scholarship every year. In October of 2016, the state of Louisiana released a statement saying that TOPS would only be funded 41% for the spring semester. This devastated many students as so many rely on the TOPS scholarship to be able to go to college.
When I first heard about the TOPS cuts, I was really, I was shocked, really. I didn't think it would ever happen, at least not while I was still in school. I knew that there was a lot of budget issues, but I thought that, education would be one of Louisiana's top priorities.
These cuts have devastated some students, and some have even had to drop out of school because they can't afford it anymore.
Personally, it did add a lot of worry and uncertainty to me because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to remain here at UL, and I had to think a lot about my expenses and how I was going to continue on. I currently work 3 jobs and I go to school full time. I did have to add a lot more hours and a lot more time, and I had to cut back on some expenses, and a lot of my studies have even taken a hit because I haven't been able to focus completely on school.
For the 7,000 students at UL Lafayette who rely on the scholarship, TOPS payout was cut by 52% this semester. This has placed a bigger financial burden on students. Some have taken out loans, and some have looked for more part-time work, putting a strain on their studies. For Louisiana Focus, I'm Megan Meadis. Coffee drinkers in Acadiana have a new reason to get up in the morning, thanks to a new blend and a new brand. Erica Temple has the story.
Coffee drinkers and UL fans rejoice. Last month, UL introduced their newest promotional food item, the Ragin Cajun's French Roast Coffee. The university partnered with Melojoy to create a custom blend that reflects the Cajun and Creole culture. The bag's design was created by Courtney Jeffries, Assistant Director of Creative Services at UL.
The design was inspired by the Cajun and Creole culture. The university really prides itself on being the keepers of the Cajun and Creole culture.
For Jeffries, the coffee can be used in more ways than one.
I sometimes paint with coffee, and I thought that it would be a good idea and made sense to paint this with coffee. So you take a brush and you dip it into a cup of coffee and you paint with it.
For now, the coffee is commercially being sold at Rouse's locations in Lafayette, Youngsville, and Morgan City.
You can also find the coffee here at the Ragin Cajun bookstore located in the Student Union.
The coffee joins other consumable products such as the Ragin Cajun Ale and Sonic's Ragin Cajun Burger. For Louisiana Focus, I'm Erica Temple.
Going into a game, what a basketball player puts into his ears and head can make all the difference. Kevin Baptiste reports the Cajuns players do not like what they're hearing in the Cajun Dome before the game.
When the UL men's basketball team prepares for a home game, their focus is on winning and entertaining their fans. But first, they have to get through this. Pre-game music. And how does that make the players feel?
Terrible.
Yeah, that's the consensus around the locker room. Players have complained to UL officials on numerous occasions regarding the warm-up music that is played on the Cajun Dome speakers. The athletes have requested for more hip-hop to be played, but the powers that be just won't budge. Associate Athletic Director John Dugas says his crew wants to be mindful of the fans, but knows it can be a challenge to find common ground between creating a family environment and satisfying student athletes.
These are the student athletes are the ones that are actually on the field playing the game. And, we've had some very passionate, heated discussions about that in the past as far as what is appropriate.
Players have grown tired of what they call the same old songs, and they believe it's time for an update in the playlist.
We hear the same music that's been playing, and eventually, throughout our warm-ups and everything, you hear the same songs over and over again.
Pre-game music can do wonders for a team's performance on the court, while also psyching up the fans. But in the Cajun Dome, it's only been satisfying half that crowd. For Louisiana Focus, I'm Kevin Baptiste.
Louisiana Focus is a production of the Communication Department of the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. Today's producer is Erica Temple, our director is Matt Roberts, and our faculty advisor is Dr. Bill Davey. I'm Megan Meadis. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week.